Sure, there is a racial wealth gap, but there is also an empathy gap, and in my mind, they are related. So I love what Toussaint was saying. You have to make sure the technology you have reflects how, not just the values, but how you want to be um, portrayed in the marketplace. So, for example, if you've made a commitment to help Henrys, you high earners, not rich yet, you may not need, and your clients for that matter, may not value the most sophisticated rebalancing software, but what may be helpful is robust financial planning or alerts, and that's when you can use AI. But I think that's there is some conversation on Twitter. AI is going to replace advisors. I don't think that AI can replace conversations and connections, because at the end of the day, I think that one of the biggest mistakes we make is just focusing on the portfolio. We do need AUM, but at the end of the day, if we're not looking at the people, so their community, their philosophy, and helping take the time to understand that, we are losing an opportunity. And it does take more time, but I'm telling you, nothing can replace empathy. I would not be where I am without my empathy.
Indeed, and a lot of people do business with someone else because they like them and they have a good feeling about it. They don't really even know why, they just feel good about it. So you can't replace that with AI. And I've heard a lot about how AI is going to replace advisors as well. And one thing I tell people is it's not replacing advisors, but it's pushing them up the value chain. It's forcing them to do things they weren't doing before, where I had an advisor and all he really did was build models of ETFs. And he didn't really do a lot more than that. A little financial planning, but not too much. But if now that you can get that from a robo for 30 basis points, it's going to force advisors to do more and more. Are you seeing the same thing? Rita, do you see that as something you're seeing?
Oh, sure. So yes, I wasn't sure if that was for me. I am seeing the same thing. I mean, there's nothing wrong. I just told this to a prospect the other day, and he messaged me. He's like, Rita, I felt like I was like really brash with you. I'm like, no, don't worry about it. We field these questions all the time, but I understand what you're talking about. Portfolio management is very important, but that might not be the only thing that your client is interested in. They might be interested in saving for college, saving for retirement, caring for extended family. And so this is why empathy is really important, particularly when you're serving people of more diverse backgrounds. If someone is not able to save, please don't make assumptions or judgment that they're reckless with their money. There could be things beyond their control. It's not an excuse, but it's an explanation. You know, for example, in some cultures, it is actually considered selfish to save for yourself first before helping someone with their education. So as advisors, we have a responsibility to understand our clients' unique personal and financial circumstances, and technology can help us, you know, be more efficient and effective in the delivery of advice.